You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland. You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of the AFL Queensland.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second elimination final, coming to you live from Cook Murphy Oval for this massive clash between the Labrador Tigers and the Broadbeach Cats. My name's Kane Browning. Join me in the comm box this afternoon, the great man Adrian Richardson. Welcome to QAFL Footy.
Thanks very much, Kane. Very excited to be here today. Beautiful day on the Gold Coast. A little bit of a breeze, going to the left of screen now. It's strengthened throughout the morning. Probably 3 goals in it, I'd estimate. But certainly conditions out there look to be fantastic.
And one of the main things I've looked at between these two sides, they've been so close all year. They played a couple of times in the first 6 weeks of the season. Home side got up by a couple of points both occasions, so they're 1-1 as far as the home and away is concerned. And, geez, you really can't pick a team either way, can you, this afternoon, Richard?
No, they are. They're very evenly matched across the ground. Labrador at home here in round 1 got up by 2 points. Close all day, and then similarly over at Broadbeach. Broadbeach got home by 2 points over there. But look, certainly, Labrador forward line, we'll be looking at Aidan Fyfe and Noah Castellini, who are both obvious talents. But Bradley Uglo's come in recently after stitching up the VFL reserves goal kicking, and he's obviously added another dimension up there. And then down the back line, they got the old heads of Reece Nichols and Jaden Young, who have been fantastic all year, and others, and through the midfield. They've always been strong through the midfield there. And certainly Brody at the other end, Charlie Martin, young Judd Mooney up the forward line as well. Liam Nelson's been chipping in with a few goals through the midfield and into the forward line. And then again, similarly on their back line down there, Max Hudson's had a fantastic year. And Hamilton Howard's been fantastic running off the half-back as well. So, look, there's match winners all over the ground, very evenly matched, and really looking forward to it as they prepare themselves.
Well, thanks to Brandon's Windows and Doors, the main umpire sponsor again in season 2026. Field umpires today, Matt Bellina, Frank Wason, Jackson Will. Boundary umpires Matt Getty and Boston Migley, and goal umpires Campbell Shaw, Harry Clarkson. Good luck to them as we're underway here at Cook Murphy Oval, second elimination final. Broadbeach get the first clearance, tap it up the ground. That works out reasonably okay. Found a teammate up there in Hines with a little short kick. Nelson kicks to the goal square. Oh, great mark in the end. First goal to the Cats. Number 24, it looks like Charlie Martin down there's got the first one. Well done to the Cats, and that was pretty easy as far as if you're a Cat supporter on the Tigers, straight away a little bit behind the 8 ball. Yeah,
that's right. Broadbeach basically played keepings off there, so Cooper Hines, I think, jumped in there with a nice little mark, and who was it? Liam Nelson just got the ball into the forward line there. Charlie Martin was able to read the as the ball moved around in the breeze, and just outmanoeuvred the opponent, and nice easy goal to begin things.
And that breeze is really blowing into our face, so obviously kicking to the right end, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to score depending on what side of the ground you're on.
No, obviously, look, it is doable, but certainly won't be the scoring end, I wouldn't have thought today.
It's a great start for the Cats. Looks like Johnson got the tap out there. They're looking to get the second clearance of the game. Couple of players slipped over. Here's another inside 50 to the away team. Playing in front there. That's worked out okay. Great front centre. Good smother there from the Tigers in the end. Looks like that was Gregory down there for the Tigers. That ball's come back beautifully. Just not enough. Minor score.
Wiedemann there, just following the ball down a few possessions, and just to the narrow side there.
So 7 points the margin. Early stages in favour of the Cats. Ball comes to deck. Great tackle there on Bailey Brown. He's had a really good, probably past month for the Tigers. I saw him a couple of weeks back against Redland Victoria Point. That massive win against the reigning Premier. He was very good that day, as was Aidan Fyfe. Here's a chance for the Tigers to rebound. That worm-burning pass might work out okay. Players come together. Great handball. Here's a chance for the captain, Lee. Kicks to full forward. That's not bad.
It's Uglo, I think, there.
Uglo.
On the lead. Uglo, I've been told.
Uglo, thank you very much. He was very good against the Sharks a couple of games ago. He's just that extra key forward for the Tigers they've been desperately looking for.
And they will need it today because Jake Goldsmith, long-term player here, nice and tall and very serviceable, always in the forward line. He's been able to fill that void a little. Today's going to be very important.
Uglo just offline with that kick. So first score on the board for the Tigers, just the minor one. 6 points the margin in favour of the Cats, early stages. Lockett with the lead was ignored. That ball is going to be intercepted there by Nichols. He's had a very good back half of the season, decides to play on, gets on the left, kicks to the forward pocket. Great diving mark there. Fife again, surprise, surprise. He kicked an absolute bag against the Sharks in that massive win against the reigning Premier. He was on fire that day.
Can I just double check there, because it certainly looks like... Yes, it is Fife.
No, it is Fife.
Number 19.
Yes. Gets around on the right foot, snap for goal. That's the first one on the board for the Tigers. They hit back, scores level here at Cook Murphy Oval. Second elimination final, 7 points apiece. They've fired a couple of shots, both sides feeling each other out, and Aiden Fife continuing his good work from a couple of weeks ago. Gets the first for the Tigers, and game on in the early stages, Richard.
Yeah, well done there, Reece Nichols. Just found himself in the right position for the kick out of D50 by Broadbeach, and then didn't waste any time, just got it back in there on the left foot, and Fife just used his innate ability to read the ball and let the wind do the rest, and carried it to his right side and was able to finish it off as well.
Well, you're right. They are missing Goldsmith. That point you were making just before, Richo. Massive out for them. Uglo's definitely going to have to stand up as a second key forward. Fife's playing deep. Here's a chance for the Tigers to clear once again. Uglo, thank you very much, Richo. I've already made a mistake on that one. That might be happening. Speaking of Uglo, he just missed the tackle there, trying to lock that ball in. That kick wasn't great. Nichols once more just thumps it back inside, and Uglo again. It's a real tongue twister, that's Uglo, but
everything takes practice, Kane. Everything takes practice. But as I mentioned, I think he played around about the first 14 or so rounds in the reserves. As I mentioned earlier, stitched up the goal-kicking award in that competition, but he's certainly come in and just added the extra dimension to the forward line. A really good foil for, as mentioned earlier, Fife and Castellini, who can also go about their business.
Well, here we go, Uglo to hit the lead in the second elimination final. Leans back. That's coming back with the breeze. Is it too much? Yes, it is. He's just missed another. So he's already had 3 shots on goal. Missed a couple, 1 goal, 2. But they've just been able to lock this ball in their forward half for the last couple of minutes. Very difficult for the Cats to get out of trouble here. Kick, that's gone about 60 metres into the breeze. That's well done. Straight down the throat of Billy Marshall, though. Marshall to Brown. Brown, up and under kick. No one can take a mark. 5's at the bottom of the pack.
No, that's Lewis Deegan, who looks to be matching up on Mitchell Carroll from Broadbeach. He looks like he might have a job there, Deegan. So, yeah, good to get the hands on the ball early.
Sorry, Deegan. Thank you very much, Richo. As play continues now, the Cats desperate to get out of their back 50. Tigers aren't allowing that to happen, so ball gets held up. About 25 out on that angle. 1 point the margin in favour of the home side. It's been a pretty good start here from both sides here. Uglo's around the mark again. Ball, again, the tackling pressure is pretty high at the moment. Umpire says give it to me. I'm going to throw that one up.
The Tigers locking it in down there with the wind. They got 2 spare, a kick behind the play here. So it's going to be tough for the Cats to bring it out.
Kick around the corner. Brown left it behind. Dives on an opponent there. So, ball gets held up once more. Oh no, looks like Brown's got the free kick on the ball. I think that one was. Ends up in the hands of Lord. Lord now, about 70 out from goal. Kicks to the pocket. Who's there? Fife. Can't take the mark. Ball comes to the front. Players come together again. They're desperately trying to lock this ball in, the Tigers. The Cats desperately trying to get it out. Look at the numbers around this ball. Good luck. This play gets held up once more. Another stoppage.
Yeah, both teams still feeling themselves out. A lot of contested tackling ball. We haven't seen too much loosen out, but here go the Cats now.
Here's the Cats trying to rebound. 1-on-1 4 to the footy. Who's going to win the foot race? Oh, that's great work by the Cats. He's got a teammate of his clean. He just fumbles at the worst possible time. Tigers looking to rebound. Cross half back. Kicks it backwards before they go forwards. That was pretty good effort there by Young. Found a teammate. Now they've gone to the outer side. They've got the spare number out there. That's Jordan Hayne out there, former Aspley Premiership player. That's a beautiful kick up the wing. Back in board. They're trying to change the angles early stages here. The Tigers got called to play on for some reason there by the umpire. Kicks long. Who's down there? Looks like it's Nichols. Can't take the mark. Ball bypasses everyone.
That was Uglo out there underneath the scoreboard, just using a bit of strength. Young Riley Stevens, saw him playing in the Colts only a few weeks ago, so good on him getting the call up into the final.
Well, we're in a bit of a wind tunnel here, ladies and gents, live from Cook Murphy Oval. The wind has definitely picked up in the last couple of minutes. Uglo again playing in the ruck. Can't bring it to ground. Brown's around the mark for the Tigers. Oh, look at that for a 60-metre kick into the wind. Cats looking to get out the back. Young was very good for the Tigers there. Great tackle laid, though. Ball gets held up on this broadcast side wing. Players pick themselves up. Gregory was at the bottom of that pack for the Tigers. Along with, looks like Cooper Hines for the Cats. Here's a chance for Nelson. Handball over the top. Now they've got a bit of room to move. Where are they going to go from here? That's not the best of kicks, trying to go inside, attacking 50. Ball still rolling around. The handball comes out really to no one. Here's a chance for the Cats. Kick around the corner. Young's in the box seat. Great contested mark on the last line. Great work by the Tigers.
Yeah, you saw how difficult the kick was trying to get it into the teeth of the breeze. It was Hamilton Howard that we know can run and then the long raking left, but just hard to get it forward. Mitchell Carroll obviously put it in deeper, got the opportunity, but Young, pretty strong down there.
That was a dangerous
Cats
kick.
Again.
Oh, look at the room to move here. They've got to go long. Kick to the pocket. Who's down there for the Cats? Mooney. Thank you very much. Mooney with that around the corner kick back in board. Didn't really work for the Cats. Now they've got a front and centre. Look at the numbers in front of the ball here. They could be in trouble, the Tigers. Handball over the top, rain into an open goal. Too easy. It was absolutely brilliant awareness there. That little kick back in board was absolutely brilliant. Mooney with the kick around the corner worked out okay. But all of a sudden the ball came out and all of a sudden all the numbers with the Cats in front of the stoppage. Here's an opportunity. Handball back in board and it looks like it was Harrison McKenzie with that goal. So well done to him. McKenzie with his first. Second on the board for the Cats. They've hit that 5-point lead. And this is a really juicy contest. 11 minutes played, opening quarter, second elimination final. This is what we want to see in these finals games, Richo.
Goals to the right of screen. They're going to be grunt work, and that was plenty of grunt work. They're not going to be pretty, but how valuable are they going to be today?
Ericsson picks himself up, bottom of the pack. Captain for the Cats. Here's a chance. Lee's around the mark. He's going to win possession there. Handball wasn't great. Looking for Gregory. He had time though. Kick up the line. Ball bypasses everyone. Here's a chance for the Tigers to rebound. Look at that for a handball. Ended up with Lee again. Instantly got claimed. And now the Cats are going to try and come out of trouble. Where's Ericsson? He's going to be on the end of this. No, he's not. They decide to bypass him. Out wide. Looks like they were Howard out there. Instantly gets tackled. Play on, says the umpire. Kick smothered over the boundary line. Boundary throw in on the outer side wing. It is a pretty beautiful day. If you got rid of the breeze, it'd be the perfect day for footy, Richard.
Yeah, no, you're right. Broadbeach are certainly come out with a lot of spirit and run, and as I said, it's going to be hard work going into that breeze and not pretty, but if they keep going, the incentive's there to get a few on the board against it.
Here come the Tigers again. Uglo was around the mark, dropped the mark. Here come the Cats, rebound from half back. That kick up the line could work. That could be a free kick. No, said the umpire, but they still maintain possession, the Cats. Kick to half forward. Who's there? Oh, great juggling mark in the end. That was absolutely brilliant. One-hander, Riddle. Jed Riddle kicks up to Nichols. And everyone gets a chance to take a little bit of a breath. Ball's been going back and forth for the last couple of minutes. Up the line. Drops the mark they probably should have taken down there. O'Day lays a tackle. That ball's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Hudson the hands in front. The ball just got over the fingertips, and it might have caught him a little bit by surprise. But Hudson's fairly reliable down there. He was dirty with himself for dropping that one.
Well, ball goes up once more. Who's there? Erickson laid a pretty good tackle for the Cats. And again, another stoppage. So, sort of even numbers, really. I mean, Labrador do have a spare behind the stoppage. So, got to be careful how they come out of here, the Cats. And again, great body work there.
Tommy
Foon. He had an absolute belter of a day against the Sharks. Ball gets over the fingertips. Who's around here? Uglo again, an 8-5. Ball beats everyone over the boundary line. Boundary throw in. Oh, yep, Castellini. So you're right. The go-to there, the likes of Castellini, Fife and Uglo are going to be massive for the Tigers this afternoon.
Castellini number 56, Uglo number 57. So distinctive by their high numbers, but they do look alike.
Bailey Brown with a tackle there. Locks the ball up.
Blue boots. Castellini, blue boots.
There we go. That'll help me out this afternoon. As that ball around the corner worked out okay again. Beats everyone. So, again, they've had a couple of periods here. The Tigers have been able to lock the ball in the forward half. They're building that wall, not allowing the Cats those easy outs.
I think we're going to see the ball in this pocket a fair bit of time today. It's obviously where the wind's pushing it. So it'll be the defensive pocket at this end.
Uglo got the tap out on the occasion again. Ball rolling towards the boundary line. Another boundary throw in. Isaac Main was down there for the Tigers, got pushed over the line. So, crowd slowly building. It's not a bad turnout here at Cook Murphy Oval for this second elimination final. We'll try and keep up to date on the other finals being played this afternoon. Around the grounds, plenty of finals footy being played today. There's that little hack kick inside, attacking 50 again. Got to be clean handling. Erickson was good for the Cats. Hack kick out. They've got the spare number here. That ball bounced on its end. Now the Cats are away. Kick up the line. Good contest between those two there. Look out. Great body work. Great determination there. Missed the target though. The Tigers could rebound here. Lee's trying to shut this play down. No, it's O'Day. That's Howard for the Cats. And again, they've got that spare at centre half back through Gregory. Gregory goes to the outer side. They're spreading the ground pretty well here. Castellini goes long. Oh, all on his own. Oh, couldn't take the mark in 5. Ball beats everyone over the boundary line. Right forward pocket. That's one of those marks. I'd expect A&5 to just swallow that, but all of a sudden they went out to that outer side and they had spares everywhere, the Tigers inside 50. Ball's about to get thrown back in here.
I think it just certifies how difficult that breezes are making it today.
Ball gets thrown back in. Not a bad throw in at all there from the boundary umpire. First on order, the Cats though. Again, using a lot of handball coming out of trouble. Now they've got a bit of room to move. Here's Nelson. Missed the handball completely. Now they're back under pressure. The Tigers looking to go back into attack. Lee's around the mark and O'Day instantly gets claimed. Well done to Nelson with the tackle. Can't keep it in. I believe that might have been actually a lasso. Handball from Nelson, so it's going to be a free kick to the Tigers. Vance Haddon is down here for the Tigers as well on the forward line. He's been very good the last month or so. Small in stature, but definitely not in skill or bravery. That ball's heading to... Oh, speaking of which, look at that. Well done to Manchan. Goes to the pocket. To 8 and 5. So, quick thinking there. 5 got his direct opponent on the lead. This is going to be a very difficult kick from here. We are right behind this kick, ladies and gentlemen.
He's going to need to start this at the right-hand point post, I'd go as far to saying. It'll curl very much. There it is.
Oh, look at that get held up in the breeze, and it didn't come back at all in the end. You had the right idea, Richo.
The golfer would suggest he just put a little bit too much fade on that and it held up into the breeze.
Well, he's well within his range. He can kick goals from 70 off a step, 8 and 5. Broadbeach are going to come out of trouble again. With 4 points the margin in favour of the visitors. That's not a bad chance at a contested mark. Wasn't paid. Kick around the corner. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of the Tigers. And great body work again. That half-back line is a well-tuned machine. Simpson with that mark. Now here's a chance for the Tigers going back too easy. Vance Haddon again. He's had 2 touches in a minute. Tried to set up that shot on goal for 8 and 5. 8 and 5 missed. But he's well than capable of kicking this goal. Again, saw that this breeze is just blowing it all over the place at the moment, Richo. And goal kicking in general is going to be very difficult either end of the ground, I'd say.
Well, I'd be suggesting that listeners can hear the wind in the feedback here on the through the headphones, but that didn't stop. Was it Manchandon? You said, sorry, I had my head down in there.
Yes, it was.
Will Manchandon, he'd be used to this type of breeze probably coming from the Apple Isle down south. He certainly wouldn't be used to this beautiful 25 degrees day, although he has been up here for a while, so I'm sure he's acclimatised. No, great goal there. Umpire didn't move much at all, so he nice and welcome. You know, in this type of conditions, it's not just the ball in the flight, it's the ball from hand to foot that can sometimes be the problem. It blows it off course, and then you got your instep or your outstep, and it's never a chance. But no, he's guided that one down.
No,
nice.
Nothing worse for a goal kicker when you drop the ball and it moves 3 inches, and you're going, hang on, what's going on here? But great effort there by Manchan. So another goal on the board to the Tigers, 2-3-15 to 2-1-13. Back to a margin of 2 points in favour of the Tigers. We've had a couple of lead changes already. Broadbeach with that kick around the corner, but again, that half-back line holds up pretty well. It might be a free kick going to the Tigers. Yes, it is.
Liam Tom just a little bit over-exuberant in the tackle and rode Riddle into the ground as the Tigers head out to the outer side of the ground. Long handball over the top. I'm pretty certain that'd be Jordan Hayden out there on the wing. Castellini, one hand, grabs it with the second. Looks to come into his left and he's looking for Fife. Grabs the... You go, Kane.
Fife with a massive attempt at a screamer. Couldn't bring it down. Manchan again was around the mark.
Manchandon, he's got the round the neck. It was definitely there. Loose ball, he was onto it, and just the errant tackle by number 41 being Braden Taylor, it looks like, out there on the mark. And Manchandon will be looking to nail his second in a matter of minutes.
Well, great calling by you, Richo, taking that play-by-play while I took a breath.
Sorry, mate.
No, you're right. Hey, you can chime in whenever you want, Richo. It's brilliant. Manchan, 2 in a minute. And unfortunately, he's missed everything there on the near side. So, missed opportunity there. 2-3-15 to 2-1-13. We're ticking just on 22 minutes. Opening quarter, second elimination final between these two this afternoon. Barely anything has separated them all year. Cats looking to get that ball back. And a very difficult spot to find a target there. My My iPad is getting slammed by this wind at the moment. It's about to go flying. Tigers rebound pretty well, but the Cats win it back. Nelson with the chip kick. That works out okay. Now they're off and running straight through that far side wing. No one really at home. They got the ball out the back, though. That's pretty good there by the Cats. Now they've got to find a shorter target. Decides to go long to the goal square. Who's there? Oh, outstretched hands down on the goal line.
Scoble through the fingertips there. They knew it. They had the plan written down. Wiedemann played on quickly and tried to get it over the back to him there. Nelson's been involved. He's been knocked off the ball a couple of times or tackling that, but geez, he's getting his hands on it and creating some forward attacking opportunities for the Cats.
He's Wiedemann there with that long kick to that forward pocket, and again the outstretched hands with Scoble, but the Tigers looking to come out of trouble again. The Cats. Again, they've created some space, gets around on the left, kick around the corner, slams into the woodwork. Could be held.
Yeah, I think it might have missed one there. The Labrador jumper was almost separated from the player there, so fortunately it was only a point. It wasn't a lot of damage. Tigers
looking to come out of trouble as this wind again picks up. You can definitely pick it up in the sound mics and my microphone. A lot of
umpire Frankie Raisins jumped in there. There was a little bit indiscriminate. Might have been Nelson just clipped number. Is it? It might have been 5. Might be O'Day out there. Just clipped him on the head as he was going down for the ball.
Kick around the corner, back to half back again. They've held up pretty well this half back line for the Cats. For the Tigers, sorry. The Cats have been pretty good the last couple of minutes. They kick out wide's worked out okay. Good contested mark. Nichols screaming for it inboard, but again, they decide to go backwards. They're held on the footy here.
I think it was Foon who got the high contact before.
No, you're right.
Yep.
Kick out wide again. So they're just maintaining possession here. They're not giving the Cats an opportunity. They've still got a bit of time left in this first quarter. Kick up the line. Sullivan was there to take the mark. Now they're going to try and spread through Gregory across half-back. But again, the Cats holding them up pretty well. Wilczek kick to Riddle. He's found himself as that key defender a lot of times this season, Riddle. That centre half back. Geez, they've had about 18 possessions in the last minute and gone about 20 metres. Now they're off and running. Kick up the line, but again, missed opportunity there. They had to clunk that mark. Good second effort there, though. Wins possession back. Well done to the Tigers. Who's there? No one really at home. Ball gets out the back. 8 and 5 ends up with it. Handball back in board, just missed the target slightly, and again that ball gets held up. About 35 out, straight in front of the Tigers' goal.
Yeah, Marshall doing a bit of the heavy lifting over there on the side. Wasn't pretty, but certainly kept possession of the ball for the Tigers.
And again, Uglo tried to claim the tackle. And again, they're around the mark here, the Tigers. Bailey Brown, good attempted tackle. Cats, again, that long kick out from the last line of defence. Man's hand might try and keep it in. Got a nice little shove in the back. It's a lasso, so he's going to get the free kick anyway. Now he chips to the pocket. Who's there? That's a good kick. 8 and 5. Sets up another opportunity on this left-hand side. And again, this is an even more difficult kick than it was a few minutes ago.
Man Shandon making himself present there again. Small forwards who get their ball in the hand and create opportunities. It's a very niche skill.
8 and 5. That's right through the teeth of the breeze. Look at that. 8 and 5 from the boundary line. That's a ridiculous goal.
He's actually defied physics there, Kane. It's defied like the normal kick you would be aiming at the right hand post, even the right hand behind post, and let the wind do the work. But he's actually started it almost at the left hand goal post, worked it back into the breeze, and then it's held its line. Like that shouldn't have done that. It shouldn't have done that, but you know he his left foot, he might draw his kick normally, so he knew what he had in him. Fantastic goal. I'm still wondering how it happened.
Oh, jeez. I tell you what, when you're on, you're on. But I tell you, considering that first kick he had from a similar spot, he nailed that. As soon as that ball hit the boot, like you said, Richo, it shouldn't have gone in, but it did. So 3-3-21. They've spread the lead out a little bit more. The Cats looking to instantly respond. Who's up there for the Cats? No one really comes to the front. Tigers desperately trying to get the ball out. Hack kick. They've got the extra number here, the Cats, if they're smart about it. Steps back in board, gets on the left. Now it's a long kick. Who's there for the Cats? Oh, great defensive effort down there on the last line. Is that Young?
I think it's Foon again.
Foon again?
It's not Young. Young's
a little bit
just
taller.
10 metres closer to us. Yeah, that's Foon again. Yep.
Foon with that great contested mark on the last line. Great body work there. Actually, not great body work according to the umpire. So that's a free kick to the Cats. They've got to be smart here. Got to try and hit that short target up. Don't just keep bombing the ball long. They decide to kick the ball long, and again, that's Young who could have got a free kick, little clip over the ear. No, said the umpire. Bailey Brown on the last line, handballs it out. Here's an opportunity now, coming out from half-back. Got to hit a target here, surrounded by Cats. Got to try and lock this ball up. Great effort there. Lock it. Not quite sure where to go. Gets on the right foot, got clipped after he kicked it, so that's going to be a free kick down the ground.
And I'll clarify that, like Labrador people would know, it's Tom Foon down there. Jay Foon, his brother, I'm pretty certain, out with injury today.
Yes.
Would likely be back next week, but obviously Tom Foon, who's holding down that back roll there.
Great front and centre there from the Cats, unfortunately.
Hayden.
Couldn't pull it off. This is Hayden, the two-time premiership player from Aspley. Kicks up the line, and again, slowly but surely they're coming out of trouble here, the Tigers. We're just on time on. Actually, the siren's gone. Quarter time here, second elimination final coming to you live from Cook Murphy Oval. And it's absolutely game on. Probably the highest margin we've seen in the opening quarter. 3-3-21, the home side, the Tigers. Against the Broadbeach Cats, 2-2-14. 7 points of margin. Just quickly go through some goal kickers. Mantan's got one for the Tigers, and Aiden Fife's got one for the Tigers. I think I'm missing
I reckon
one
he might have got the other one.
Sorry, Mantan's got two.
No, I think Fife might have two.
Fife's got two. Thank you very much.
We'll check that, though.
We'll check that at quarter time. And on the other side of the coin, Mackenzie's got one, and Charlie Munn's got the other one for the Cats. So, we're all going to take a breath here. Quarter time, second elimination final, TPIL QAFL action here. Coming to you live on the official AFL.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL Nines, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates.
Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game, looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me. Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick! Yeah!
Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick, tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second elimination final in the TPIL Lawyers QAFL Premiership Season 2026. Coming to you live from Cook Murphy Oval between the Labrador Tigers and the Broadbeach Cats. 7 points the margin in favour of the home side. First quarter was a lot of back and forth. My name's Kane Brown. Still joining me is Adrian Richardson. And just quickly, Richo, what did you think of that first quarter?
Yeah, it was a tussle both sides. I think Broadbeach would be comfortable that they were able to score two against the win there, and only have the 7 point deficit at quarter time. So they've worked hard. I mean, obviously, Labrador have been able to move the ball, and their forward line looks like it's working nicely for them with Hugo. Hugo's been prominent. Fife is obviously talented, and Castellini has been moving around as well. So, look, Maybe slightly advantaged Broadbeach, but I'd be far too early to decide the winner yet.
Well, definitely got to see how Labrador go, kicking into this pretty blustery wind. Marshall on the ruck for the Tigers, probably won the tap out. The Cats looking to get that clearance. The clearance game has been pretty good in this contest so far. Tigers, O'Day missed with the handball, trying to claim it back. He might end up with it here. Lee's around the mark as well. Good collision there. Players coming together. Now he's a chance for the Tigers to clear. That handball really to no one. I'm not quite sure where he was going there. Cats, here's an opportunity. No, they've turned it over. Lee with the tackle. Strong tackle by Lee. Captain of the Tigers holds the ball up about 51 out from the Cats' goal. Ball gets thrown back up. Here's a chance for the Cats. Handball off. Now they've got some room to move. Kick on goal. Misses everything by the looks of that. Just snuck in by skin of its teeth for a behind. So first score, second quarter to the Cats. 1 goal in it. This is definitely a coin flip game, ladies and gentlemen. Umpire's just referring here. Might have been out on the... I thought at first glance it was out on the full. Goal umpire was pretty confident it was a point. So we're going to have a little bit of a chin wag here for a moment. We don't have the luxury of the third umpire, unfortunately. So what have they worked out here? It's actually gone out on the full ball, looks of that. Umpire still conferring here.
So the goal umpire must have signalled a point, which they're now taking off the score. It's been determined it was out on the full. I agree with you, Kane. That's what it looked like from here. So
Jaden Young
all's well that ends well.
Jaden Young with a kick. That's a good contested mark there from Coombs. Been a little bit quiet. Man's hands around the mark again. He's got some speed to burn here. Lee with the handball on the left. Here's a chance for Castellini, kicking inside 50, couldn't hit. Looks like it was Uglo down there. Can't keep it in. So, boundary throw in. But how quickly do they move from the last line all the way up to the half forward position? The Tigers, give them some room to move. They are going to absolutely burn you with their speed. Ball's about to get thrown back in. Who's the bomb of this pack? Oh, Uglo got held surely. Yes, he did. So Uglo right on 50. Who's down there? 8-5 with the lead. Decides to kick right to the goal line. Oh, gets up. Oh, can't juggle the mark in the end. Still a chance for the Tigers. Umpire says, no, give it to me.
O'Day was in a dangerous position there. I thought the ball was going to crumb straight into his hands. Again, Uglo's been solid.
Oh, great work there. Taking it out of the ruck was Johnson. Johnson with that long kick. Really the space more than anything. Bailey Brown gets pushed off with it, but they've turned it over again, the Cats. That isn't a bad kick. Players come together. Cats players actually smother each other. Who's there? No one really for either side. The Tigers just holding them up. They're not really they're not being overly committed to the contest. They found a free kick as well, the Cats.
I think Mitchell Carroll was unfortunate not to get one before that, so that worked out the way it was meant to. Hudson's gone. No, not Hudson. Colby Whitelaw.
Yeah, he was as soon as the ball came off the boot, he knew it was going out on the full. Play on, says the umpire. Again, they don't mind going backwards before they go forwards here, the Tigers. Gregory at half back. Broadcast side. Kicks up the line. And really, I think it was Marshall there. Thought he had a teammate coming in behind him, so left it. Here's a chance for the Cats to rebound. Not really sure where he's going there. He decides to go out wide. Found a teammate in Lockett. Lockett, no one behind him, so he decides to go long. Who's there for the Cats? Got pushed off the ball there probably way too easily. Tigers looking to rebound from half back once more. Steps back out on the outside. Again, the pressure's pretty good by the Cats. Trying to lock this ball in. That kick's not too bad to Marshall. Now they're going backwards again. That long ball, better get a touch on it. And has just. That could have been danger signs for the Tigers.
Yeah, Tom Foon there had to work overtime to get a fingernail on that. But correctly called, touched out of bounds there. Both teams really just sideways in the back line there. They're just feeling each other out again.
And with that breeze coming from that far side of the ground, very dangerous kicking to this broadcast side. Play continues now. Good tackling pressure there from the Tigers. Umpires found a push in the back, so it's going to go to the Cats.
Yeah, we sat on the number there, drove it straight into the ground, so no issue with that one.
This is Willis Del Rey. What can he do here from? He's been kicking from about 52. Decides to go to the hot spot, and that's worked out perfectly. And 50 as well. Jane Young with a shove in the marking contest gives away a 50. This is going to be a guaranteed goal for the Cats. No one on the mark, just strolls in, kicks the goal. Number 16 down there, looks like Judd Mooney. He's got his first of the afternoon. Cats with their third. They close the margin once more. 1 point the margin in favour of the Tigers. 6 and a bit minutes played, second quarter, elimination final. And, geez, Labrador would love to think they've had a bit of breathing room as far as the margin's concerned, but every time they think they do, the Cats have been able to hit back, close the margin again. That's probably the fourth time it's been within a couple of points.
It's not going to be pretty, and again, that wasn't. However, Del Rey, what he did was he got the ball moving fast in the air, and it was fortunate. It fell into Mooney's hands there, young Judd Mooney. And, yeah, look, Jaden Young, he's probably half a step too far away there, and the front-on contact made it pretty easy for the umpire.
Marshall trying to get that tap out. First real clearance of the second quarter from O'Neill. Kicks to Sanar forward. Again, Tigers under pressure. That was a late hit. Looks like it's going to be a free kick to the Tigers.
Yeah, the tackle just carried on a smidgen too long, so Riddle was the one being tackled, but the free kick just where the ball was in play. Going to, is that Miller?
Yes, it is. Miller with that kick out wide. Cats in the box seat to try and claim that. Now they've got out the back. Marshall with the 1-2. Not the best of handballs. Castellini again, he's been probably 1% off at the moment. He hasn't quite got it together. That kick to the pocket's better. That was brilliant work there by Lord. Gee.
Yeah, Lord feeding it to Fife there on the lead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the beautiful delivery that time. As I mentioned, we're not going to see that all day, but when it does happen, it stands out even more. So this is probably the hardest spot on the ground to be kicking goals at.
8-5. Starts at left, stays way left. So he's kicking miraculous goal. I mean, I think every second kick for goal, Richo, you've almost got to have a PhD in geometry to work out where the ball's going to end up with this breeze. But the Cats,
I figured it was going to go more left to right, but that one didn't, did it?
Castellini again with the intercept. Looking for Fife again. Ball comes off the hands. No, this is Fife now. Gets on the left. That kick's brilliant.
Returned the favour back to Lord that time. So they've waxed it there back and forward. Hopefully, for the sake of the duo, Lord can be straighter on this one. D'Ange's was solid in that he's actually got his fist into quite a number of the contests down in the back line. So he's been spoiling well, but yeah, it fell to Fife that time, and normally he's the one in the contest.
Well, here's Lord, and geez, talk about that ball did look like it moved about 5 centimetres from the time he dropped it to the time it hit his boot, and ended up just nicking a shoelace. I reckon that looks like my golf swing with that massive swing out to the right. Lockett on the last line, found a teammate out there at half back. So again, the geometry lesson is being continued. on shots on goal. Can't let this ball get out the back, the Tigers. Again, decides to go backwards. This is Young at true centre half back. Comes out this broadcast side. Marshall's in the box seat. Can't take the mark. A 2-on-1 in front of the Cats. Marshall with the sling tackle. Play on to the umpire. Lord with a handball back. Kick down the line. Who's there? Ball comes off the hands. The Cats looking to come out trouble. Nelson goes bang. Actually, it was Marshall with the run-down tackle. Nichols intercepts. Lee. Back to Castellini. He's got his hand on the ball a few times. That little chip kick's perfect. Uglo. So that forward line setup is working wonders for the Tigers at the moment. They're seeing up opportunities on shots on goal. 3-4-22, 2 points the margin, 3-2-20. Uglo, you'd love for him just to lean back and nail this one. Bit more breathing room. Uglo decides to go short, 8-5 from the box seat. Too easy there.
I think they drew that one up on Thursday night. Uglo, I think everyone thought he was going to be having a shot at goal there, but Fife's timing on the lead was Jack Gunston-like. Perfect.
Kicks around the corner, and again, he's pushed that way across the face of goal. Just snuck in for a behind. So, again, they're peppering away here, the Tigers. Again, that lead's only 3 points. They've had 8 shots on goal to 5. They can't give away too many opportunities, especially opportunities kicking in that breeze. They're going to be kicking down that end in the last quarter. This man's gone okay for the Cats this afternoon. Not the best of handballs
Charlie Martin.
From Charlie Martin. Tigers looking to rebound again. Here's Erickson, the Grogan medal winner. From outside 50, who's in the box seat here? Oh, players come together. Ball comes to the front. Here's an opportunity. Right foot check side, just across the face. And the Tigers are coming out of trouble again. Lord now. They've got a little bit of an overlap if they're good enough here, the Tigers. Lee kicks to a teammate. Again, up the line, 5. Fair way up the ground here for 5. Back to Lord right in the middle of the ground. They got the spare man coming off the bench here. They missed him. Oh, that's great body work there at centre half back. And the Cats take a breath again.
That's Lockett there, and he's found Hudson as the exit, who's still in the 50, but he's going to clear it any moment now. He's looking left, right, back left, and he's gone wide out there to Giangis, who's going to go long to Tom down the wing. Ooh, that was always going to be a tough grab, going 100 miles an hour.
Jeez, what an impact there. Players come together. Play continues. The Tigers on the rebound. They've done pretty well in these situations. That's not the best to kick. And Dengies again intercepts to Lockett on the last line. They've got a bit of room to move on this broadcast side. That kick was to Taylor. Taylor found a teammate. Kicks up the corridor. That works out okay. To Wiedemann. And Wiedemann on his broadcast side gets on the right foot, kicks to true centre forward. No one can take a mark, and again, here comes the pressure from the Tigers. Oh, the blind turn past Nichols was brilliant. Oh, just clips the point post.
I think Mitchell Carroll might have thought that was going to do the job there. He didn't. The timing off the boot wasn't fantastic, but he just hung it on the right-hand side and allowed it to blow back, but just not quite enough. Colby Whitelaw's been doing a good job delivering out of the half-back line for Broadbeach.
Oh, great shepherd there by Marshall. Tigers again. Got to turn around Castellini. He had no idea where that ball was dropping. Now they've got an opportunity. They had Cats out wide through Whitelaw. Whitelaw now got a spare teammate on that far side wing. Takes a bounce. Kicks to half forward. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, great effort there by the Tigers defender, but he got lost in transition. Ball comes to full forward. Player gets a push in the back.
Yeah, Tom gave the little nudge there.
It looks like Miller down there for the Tigers. Kick back in board. They want to use the corridor. Oh, that's a dangerous turnover. Here's another opportunity for the Cats. They've got to get a score out of this. Ball back in board. Oh, great effort by O'Day to shut that down. There's still an opportunity for the Cats. Kick around the corner. Well done. Wiedemann.
Ended up with Wiedemann there, who's been able to, little kick around the corner. A little bit of pressure coming at him, but certainly would have been expected to get that one, which was a good result. Ever since I mentioned Yenji's getting his fist on the ball, he's had about 3 marks since, so he's even lifted his profile even further, which has been good for him. And as I said, Cody Whitelaw again being involved with the exit out of the back 50.
Geez, that was a shocking turnover from the Tigers at centre half back, instantly under the pump. And it was a great effort from the Cats just to have that extra number. And in the end, Wiedemann with his first of the afternoon, and all of a sudden the Cats are in front, 4-3-27 to 3-5-23. Tick under 17 minutes played, second quarter. Elimination final here from Cook Murphy Oval. Cats looking to clear again. Just managed to get out of the tackle. Manhattan trying to put the pressure on. Just managed to get the 15 there. Kick up the line. Didn't hear the whistle, so Scoville dropped the mark he probably should have taken. Now the Cats are the ones going backwards before they go forwards. Kick up the line, Manhattan desperately trying to get a touch on that. Looks like he did in the end. A great smother there again. The Tigers' defensive pressure is brilliant. Castellini hit the pack hard. Opened up some space. Manhattan outstretched. Couldn't claim the mark. Could lay a tackle here too. Forced the pressure out of bounds.
Harry Sullivan getting busy on the inside for Labrador. He's been effective with a few handballs and contested balls there, so good to see him getting his hands on it.
So the one for me is Ericsson for the Cats. He's had a little bit of a footy in the second quarter, but not nearly enough. It's what you do with the footy rather than how many times you have it. Manhattan again with that handball. Brilliant. To Lord. Lord. Bit of an up and under kick. Hitting the pack hard. That was brilliant by Owen 5. Kept the ball alive. Lord with the blind turn. Now here's a chance. Back to 5. Handball. Oh, this is great work here. O'Day kicks to the hot spot. Can they take a mark? No, they're surrounded by Cats. And the Cats are going to come out of trouble again across half back. Everyone can take a breath.
Aiden Hare's on here out wide.
Aiden Hare takes a mark. They're screaming for the ball down the line. They're trying to create some space. Takes another bounce. That's 2. Kicks to about 30 out. No one really at home. Had to take that mark though. Instantly attracts the pressure. But the umpire's found a free kick.
Going to Labrador there. Look, it was very impressive. Liam O'Day running, I reckon he passed 15 players, making sure to get back to help in defence there. It's a fantastic defensive run from him.
Two-way running is key at senior level. Oh, missed with the kick, looking for Lee. Kick to the goal square. That could be home as well. No. Another missed opportunity for the Cats.
Was that Ericsson then?
That was Ericsson.
Called him out and he's almost...
kicked a goal
he's
straight
almost
away.
Responded all over you.
Well, he's a Grogan medal winner. He's a premiership winner as well. Cats again looking to come out of trouble. The juggling mark taken there. So again, last couple of minutes, they've had the ball in the right part of the ground. The Cats. Got to try and hit up a leading target here. They can't just bomb away. Likes of Jaden Young down there on the last line. Decides to go to the pocket. That's not the best of kicks. And on the fall. So
I know we've been talking golf a little bit today, but that was like a tee shot into the water. The one place you don't want to go, that's where it went.
So play continues now. We're ticking in a time on here in the second quarter. I think it was pretty close to 30 minutes played in the opening, so there might be a bit more time than we expect. That ball's pretty good back into the corridor. Now they've got some room to move. The worm-burning pass couldn't hit a target. Lee. O'Day with not the best of handballs. Found a teammate in Lord though. Lord instantly got tackled. Players come together again. Look at the numbers around this contest. Good luck getting the ball out there. O'Day with the tackle again on the Cats. Again, players dive on it. 90%. I mean, look at all these Cats players behind this contest here. Richo, there's 4 of them.
I think, yes, Labrador, the Tigers, they certainly are aware of the situation. They're just trying to slow things down at the moment.
Taking out of the ruck there was Johnson. Johnson with the kick, though, wasn't great. And marked on the last line again. The Tigers they're not getting past that last line of defence. The Tigers are holding strong at the moment. Players come together, good contest. Actually, Mark's been paid. Ball back into the corridor. Erickson manning the mark. Nichols barking instructions. Lords had a fair bit of it in the second quarter. That's not a bad kick. They've got a 2-on-1. Kick up the line. Looking for Castellini on that outside. Can't hit him. So another boundary throw in. 5 points of margin in favour of the Cats. They've kicked 2 goals, 2 in this quarter, the Cats. And the Tigers have kicked 2 behinds. So definitely the quarter on the scoreboard at least, favouring the Cats at the moment. Ball comes to the front. We've got the spare number here, the Tigers. Kick to half forward. Here's Castellini. He's about 55, 60 metres out. Got to try and find a leading target. Decides to handball it off. Kick on goal to the pocket man's hand. Oh, that slammed into the woodwork as well. That's another poster. So we probably had 3 or 4 of those this afternoon. Cats looking to rebound straight away through Scoble. And Scoble just held up at half back. Time ticking away. 21 and a half minutes played, second quarter. Good intercept there by Foon. He's been a little bit quiet in this first half. Got possession now. Found a teammate, got to hit him. Surrounded by Cats was Brown. Brown on the left. No one really at home there for the Tigers. Stepping back in board, did the massive U-turn there. Might end up pretty good for the Tigers here. That's a better kick. Well done.
I think it's O'Day with the ball there. Matty Lees picked him out. Didn't blaze away that one. He kept the eyes, lowered the eyes.
It is
trying to find the phrase that gets commonly used. Lowered the eyes, so now we've got O'Day who's probably 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. The ball's going to be taken to the right as he looks at it.
O'Day now leans back on the right foot. He's pushed that across the face, and that's pretty much the tale of the tape in this, at least this second quarter. They're all going across the face of goal. Got to start a little bit more left as you kick it. Mind you, if you're aiming for that four-wheel drive on the hill there, that might be where you need to aim it at this stage with that wind blowing across the ground. Cats looking to rebound again from half back. That's an inside-out torpedo off the right foot. Didn't really go anywhere. Manhattan taps it to the front. The Tigers again looking for Manhattan. Can't claim it. Cats just hacked the ball on boot. Good body work there by Foon. Claims the mark and is paid. 22 and a half minutes played, second quarter. Cameron teammate. Nichols. Now they're using that outer side. Bailey Brown, he's had a ton of the footy in this first half. Looking for O'Day again. Does the underground handball to himself. Gets back on the right foot. Kicks to about 25 out, looking for 5. Here's a chance. Uglo couldn't claim it. Man's hand with a smashing tackle. Ball gets held up about 15 out, straight in front of the Tigers' goal. Can they get one just before half time to get the lead back here? Uglo trying to get the ball out. Ball gets hacked towards the boundary line. Mantan's around the mark again, just pushes the direct opponent out of the way, gets almost tripped, and they found a free kick. It's going to go to Mantan, who instantly plays on and found a teammate in O'Day about 35-40 out on that slight angle. But again, you're kicking right in the teeth of this breeze. We're right behind it, Richo.
Yeah, look, given what we've been seeing so far, it's going to certainly take his best if he's got it at all from that position. It's right into the teeth of the breeze, and if you put a little bit of left on it, it'll go way left. If you put a little bit of right on it, it'll go way right. So he's going to need perfect contact and perfect ball, what would you call it, a perfect drop punt spin.
And he's kicked that way right.
Which goes right. Yep.
Never looked likely. Out on the full. And again, the way this breeze is working, as you see on the vision, you can see that four-wheel drive on the left-hand side of that point post. You almost have to start it around there.
I think even further. I think to actually capitalise on and get goals into it, you've got to be kicking from 20 metres out, not 40.
Ball, that's a booming kick for full-back. Speaking of good kicks.
Young Riley Stevens.
Stevens with the rebound mark, though. Kicks to the pocket. Who's there? Oh, just out past the outstretched hands. Man's hand's going to have another opportunity. Steps right, steps left, steps back on the right. Kick around the corner. Well done.
O'Day in the same spot again, though.
That is a ridiculous. It was a 2-on-1, and O'Day with the clunking hands. That ball didn't look like being dropped.
I'll just mention something here. Uglow's just whispered something in his ear before he's headed down to the goal square. I wonder what plan they've hatched there nice and quickly. But as mentioned, O'Day's pretty much from the same spot as he was not a minute ago. So let's see if he's learned anything there.
Well, they're desperately trying to get the lead back here. 3 points the margin. This will be massive for the Tigers going into half-time, and he started it right again. Missed opportunity after missed opportunity. He got a little bit closer on that occasion. Unfortunately, still couldn't get the goal. So again, the Cats coming out from full-back, and again, another 65-metre bomb. Couldn't find Johnson on that occasion. Johnson ended up with the ball again. Great tackle laid there on Carroll. That's half-time. And a bit of push and shove to go on with. Keep an eye on this. No love lost between these two sides. The Gold Coast rivalry is alive and well, ladies and gents. Quickly, just have a quick look at the score there. The Cats are on top, 4-4-28. That's 3-8-26, 11 scoring shots to 8. The Cats are slightly in front, 2 points the margin. This sets up a brilliant second half here in the second elimination final. TPIL QAFL action. We'll take a short break here. We'll be back for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know, sweet tea.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
AFL 9s, it's footy for best mates looking to be teammates.
Cardio fiends after a bit of competition.
Legends of the game. Looking at making a comeback.
There's footy for when your week's pretty cooked. Or for fitting it in between classes.
It's footy!
It's footy.
It's footy.
It's footy for me. Okay, let's give them 60 minutes of skills, fitness and fun. And let's not forget about connection. We're talking safe, inclusive and modified rules, perfect for newcomers. Okay, super kick on 3.
1, 2, 3, super kick!
Yeah! Super fun, super safe, super inclusive. Super kick, tailor-made for 7 to 12-year-olds.
Football club is very, very important in this community. Without it, there's not much else to do in such a small town.
I do believe that there's so much more to sport than just winning.
If my story says anything, it's that you don't need the experience, having the passion and having the want to see the young girls excel.
It's also, to me, a chance to give back to the community.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
It's not just an Australian sport. There's a lot of countries that come over and create a home here that can also join in and play the sport to the fullest potential.
All the advice that you get given, it's really inspiring.
Being part of a football team is more than just a game. It's like a family.
To find your more, visit play.afl/more to footy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second elimination final here. TPIL QAFL live coming from Cook Murphy Oval. Thanks to the official AFL Queensland YouTube channel. My name's Kane Brown. Joining me once again, is Adrian Richardson. We're just about ready for third quarter QAFL action. Second elimination final. Here we go. 2 points of margin in favour of the visitors. The Cats did all the attacking in that second quarter. The Tigers had a couple of opportunities through a day at the back end of that quarter to get the lead back. Couldn't do it. We'll quickly get an opinion on Richo in a sec as play continues now. Ball rolling around. Lee was looking to win possession. Players dive on it. The Cats with the clearance through Howard. He's had a pretty good day this afternoon, Howard. Kick to half forward. Can't claim it. Good tackle laid. Just managed to get the handball out looking for Erickson. He couldn't get the possession he wanted. Now is an opportunity for the Tigers through Hayden. Ball still rolling around. Umpire's found a free kick. It's going to go to the Cats by the looks of it. And it's going to be Mitch Carroll. He's going to take a shot from about 40 out on a slight angle. And Richo, just quickly, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks, Kane. A little indiscriminate tackle there. So Mitch Carroll's in the Bermuda Triangle trying to kick that goal from that spot there that we've talked about so far. But we've certainly got the close one here. Around the grounds, the other higher-ranked teams are all fairly comfortable at this point, so this game is right up for grabs.
Carroll with the kick on goal, right to the line. Is it a mark or a point? Looks like it's snuck in for a point. So first score third quarter to the Cats. They move to 4-5-29 to 3-8-26. 3 points the margin in favour of the Cats. It's going to come straight back in from whence it came. Players come together. High flyer there from the Cats. Now they've got some room. Kick on goal. Is it there? Yes, it is. Wait for the goal umpire. Yeah, but it is. It's home.
Yeah, Charlie Martin on his left foot again, similar to the goal that he kicked in the first quarter at the same end. Broadbeach had the control of the ball and handball over the top, and it a little bit of an ugly bounce, but able to get control of it and put it through the sticks as he was being tackled. But certainly, the first half, Kane, not both teams, showing glimpses in the tough conditions. We're no closer to knowing a winner, I wouldn't have thought, although that one just helps Broadbeach obviously get the kick and a half in front and into the wind, importantly, this quarter. As I mentioned, we've got the close one. Johnson just wins the tap there. Broadbeach with first hands. Nelson going forward, handball out. Looking to go sideways even further out to the wing. Kicks the ball inside. Can't see behind the light pulse there. I didn't need to say that. Fumbling around, Riddle. Handball out wide, ends up in the hands of O'Day, who's coming out wide to Matt Lee.
Great mark there by O'Day. Richo contributing very well this afternoon in that second chair. Players come together. O'Day got absolutely poleaxed. Play on here through Nichols. They got some speed on the ball. Ball gets over the back of 8 and 5. Couldn't claim the mark. The Cats looking to rebound once more on that outer side. Everyone takes a breath. We're going to quickly... I was just having a look at some scores from around the grounds. Hopefully this ball rolls out at some point. We'll get to those in a sec. Kick back in board. Ball rolling out the back. Kick to Lee works out okay. He's right smack bang on that outer side wing. I think he's going to go down the line. Gets on the right foot. Kicks to half forward. Mawson half forward. 3-on-1 in front of Fife there. Mantan trying to lay the pressure. Can't do it on that occasion. Kick up the line works out okay. And the Cats come out of trouble once more. Mark paid. And it looks like that is Scoble again. He's been okay this afternoon.
Whitelaw gets it to Erickson there. Giangi's had 3 touches in that passage, bringing it out. As Ericsson takes a couple of bounces, moves to the 50, brings it inside.
No one can claim the mark. Here's still a chance. Great tackle laid there by the Tigers. That ball wasn't going anywhere. Ran into a brick wall.
Have you got those scores, Kane?
Yes, we do. Palm Beach leading Maroochydore 86-37. This is updates from a few minutes ago. Morningside 64-35, leading Service Paradise. They got a pretty decent lead there in front of the D's grand finals from last year. As a goal, looks like it's been kicked. We're going to have a quick look at, got a bit of a delay on the video here, so we're going to look at that. We got a little bit lost in translation. We were both thinking about scores from around the grounds. So we'll get back to that in a sec. Richo, if you keep an eye on that, I'm going to finish these scores off. Redland, a 33-point leader in front of Noosa, 73-40, and obviously the Tigers trailing the Cats here, 26-35. As we're still looking at who kicked that goal. Here's an opportunity. 6-5-41 now. Broadbeach extended the lead. 3-8-26 the Tigers. Get back to me on that one, Richo. I'll keep an eye on the play here. Ball back in the middle of the ground. First blood to the Cats in this third quarter. Ball back in the middle of the ground. Great tap work there by Johnson. Now they're getting the clearance game going here, the Cats. Tigers got to be careful. Bailey Brown putting the pressure on. Kept his feet well. Kicks up the line. They've got some room to move on that outer side. Looks like it was O'Day. Kicks to the pocket. And Newslow takes an easy chest mark in the end.
Willis Del Rey, number 47, was the goal kicker.
Willis Del Rey, well done. We got a bit lost in the translation, but he brought that ball back beautifully there. Del Rey. Better to be shorter towards goal than longer towards goal, that's for sure this afternoon with this wind still blustering. We've got another shot on goal down the other end of the ground. Tigers. Uslow kicks right to the goal line. Players really didn't get a fist on that at all. Trying to keep the ball in play, the Tigers. Trying to look that ball in. Pasolini's around the mark as well. Just at the back of this pack. Again, desperately trying to win the ball back here. Mantan putting the defensive pressure on, works pretty good. Uslow's chasing that Cats player down. They decide to come backwards. Mark taken. Kicks to this broadcast side. Genjis, he had a pretty hot second quarter. Oh, that's not the best at kicks. Trying to keep it in was Ericsson. Can't. So this is going to be lassoed straight back inside attacking zone here for the Tigers. You get the feeling they might need the next goal because at the moment it's a 15-point margin in favour of the Cats. That ball's not going to stay in. So
I think that one there clearly demonstrates what we're talking about and what we have been talking about. We probably sound like a broken record, but if the ball is kicked without penetration, just put up in the breeze, it almost turns sideways.
That ball could go backwards at times too, Richard.
That time.
There's found a teammate there at half back. And again, when you're on this broadcast side, very difficult conditions. Kicks down the line. Look at the numbers around this pack. Who can take a mark? No one on that occasion. With the handball was O'Neill. Didn't really hit a target. Lord. He's having a very good second quarter for the Tigers. Going to get on the right foot. Kicks to the pocket. 8 and 5 for the juggling mark. No, not paid. The Tigers locked that ball in. Left forward pocket.
Ugolo laid the tackle there. I think they missed a trick there, Lord. He had Matthew Lee and another Labrador runner running past, and they were pretty clear inside 50. I might have missed a trick on that one.
Throw back in. The Cats just get it on boot. Nichols with the mark. He's about 80 out for goal. He's going to kick exactly where we were talking about, ladies and gents, and that's gone down the full once more. Free kick's going to be taken by Denjis. And again, he's looking to go across the ground because he knows if he sticks to this broadcast side, Could go out on the full again. He's decided to keep that ball in play. That's a great mark there taken.
Reece Nichols there.
Nichols. Going to try and find a leading target here. Kicks to the pocket once more. Hayden Fife. That ball got punched well clear by Hudson. So they're peppering away once more in the early stage of this third quarter. Tick under 10 minutes played. Premiership quarter here. TPIL QAFL elimination final. This is elimination final number 2. We've got 4 finals being played at QAFL level. Uslow got that ball, kicked it around the corner. Unfortunately, it's been rebounded very quickly here for the Cats. McKenzie kicks to half forward. Who's around the mark there? No one. Riddle with the punch away. Ball gets handball back in ball, really to space. O'Day missed it. Lee claimed it. And now they're away, the Tigers. One bounce. He's looking for the 1-2. Decides to go on the right foot. Here's some room for Fife. Dropped a mark he probably should have taken 9 times out of 10. Kicks on the left, right to the goal square. Here's a one-on-one. No one can really cleanly win that contest. Players come together, ball rolling towards the boundary line, trying to keep it in, and does. Back with the handball, the 1-2, kick down the line, and that ball's definitely going to come closer to us.
Yeah, good initial play there from O'Neill, judging the ball and a couple of possessions, but that last one again, it's just high in the air and got pushed all the way over the line.
Young looking for Uslow again. Uslow to O'Day. He can kick it from here, kick around the corner. What a goal! Uslow to O'Day. Kick around the corner on the right foot. That was a ridiculous finish.
Yeah, look, regularly it was pretty standard. Snapped from 20 out, but he started that a good 6 metres to the right of the goals, I reckon, and the first half of its ball flight, it stayed straight, but then it really cut left and would have gone over the umpire's head in the end. So yeah, beautiful finish there. It was needed, absolutely needed by Labrador. They're back to 9 points now. It's going to be a tussle for the rest of the day, I would have thought. And it's tight. Well, I was about to say it's tightening right up, but it's been tight since the opening bounce.
Well, the 15 points was probably the biggest margin we've seen so far during this game. But we're back to 9 points. The Tigers looking to get that lead back. Players come together. No one really got clean possession. The Cats are first onto it though at half back. Got to find a target out wide here. Could bypass everyone. Great tackle laid. That could be holding the ball. Nichols. No on that occasion. Nichols the last 5 minutes has been quite involved. As play continues out, Marshall with the tap. This guy's been really good this afternoon. Carroll found a teammate in O'Neill. Right in the middle of the park. O'Neill to centre forward. Can't claim the mark, the Cats on that occasion. Tigers, they've had a fair bit of this. O'Neill wins the ball back. Well done. Kick around the corner. Well judged there by the Labrador player on that occasion at half back. And that was Simpson. Now they're away. Castellini, the 1-2, back in board. That was Hayden. Hayden found a teammate. Kick towards goal, and there's another one. Was that Riley Coons?
No, it was Riley Stevens.
Riley Stevens. Well, I got the first name right.
Number 38. Oh, sorry, no, my mistake. No, 38. I'm fairly certain it was Riley Stevens there, mate.
There you go.
As mentioned, only got his opportunities late this year. He still cops age, but he's been able to unless I'm mixing them up with someone else. But yeah, certainly. I mean, that ball off the boot, I don't think it was picture perfect, but obviously got it travelling in the right direction and straight through the middle.
We've got about 25-second delay as far as the video is concerned. We don't get live feed into the commentary box, unfortunately. So as play continues now, and straight away...
Same again. Riley Stevens.
Stevens again has just claimed another mark. So in the space of, a minute and a half, they could have arguably kicked 3 goals, Richo. And you talk about momentum swings. 3 points the margin in favour of the Cats. They could have the lead back in the space of about a minute and a half here, the Tigers. That was a great mark by Stevens.
Yeah, held his ground well, nice and strong in the front of the pack, and, you know, as a forward, you want to play in front.
Now, these are the shots you've got to nail. Very difficult conditions. Leans back on the right, tried to keep it low. Guess what? It's there. Riley Stevens, well done. He's kicked 2 in a minute. And all of a sudden, the Tigers, they moved to 6-8-44 to 6-5-41. It's been all the Tigers in the early stages of this third quarter, sorry. And I tell you,
look at it. Like, let's face it, it needed to happen. They're not going to have the advantage of the wind in the last quarter. So for them to have, be in a strong position, they want to be a few goals up leading into to the last quarter. So they've certainly done what was required over the last few minutes.
Well, ball back in the middle, free kick to Broadbeach. O'Neill's had a pretty good start to the third quarter, playing in front. Umpire said no free kick there. Handball out wide. This broadcast side. Cross half back. Well brought in there by the Tigers. Lock it in the box C. Ends up with it now. Gets back on the right foot. Kick up the line. Can they keep it in? Oh, juggling attempt at a mark. Ended up making the mark. O'Neill kicks to the hot spot. Who's there for the Cats? Can't take a mark there, unfortunately. Could have been held off the ball. Play on, said the umpire. The Tigers trying to get the ball out through handball. O'Day missed it. Here's a chance for the Cats to rebound. Play on, said the umpire. Here's a shot on goal from Nelson. Look at the ball come back from there. And in the end, way too strong there on the last line. That was Jaden Young once more. Young kicks to no one really in the end. Tigers are first onward through Gregory. Lee, or was it O'Day? Play on, said the umpire. Nelson missed the tackle. Kick around the corner. Uglo. Here's an opportunity. Now it's a foot race. Who's going to get there? 8 and 5 from the box seat. Winds back on the left foot. Kick around the corner. Oh, started way too wide. Ends up slamming into the point post. So actually, you'd probably take that as a win if you're a Tiger.
Yeah, you'd prefer that than the point. But as you say, he'd done the maths. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he needed to do. But he just started the ball a bit too central, and it didn't take the skip left that it wanted to. So now it's a ball in. Still in a very good, nice attacking area for the Tigers.
Well, 3 points the margin. They reversed that 2-point deficit at half-time. Again, players come together once more. O'Day, great smother on that kick from the Cats. They're not going away, the Cats. They've actually turned it over. Gregory around the corner on the last line. Well done to the defender there in Hudson. Just slams the ball over the line.
Yeah, it's a Golden Fist nomination there. He's actually punched it over the net. And I think it's gone down. I think there's a creek down there somewhere, but the kids look like they're onto it.
Well, hopefully that ball comes back because the kids might take off with it. Play continues now. Can't really find a teammate on that occasion. Was Nichols with the handball. Missed with the juggling act. Now has found a teammate. They're going backwards again, the Tigers. They've got to bring the ball to ground here. O'Day steps back inside on the right foot. Looking for Fife again. Can't take the mark. Ball rolls over. Boundary throw in. Left forward pocket.
It's a good matchup down there now. Max Hudson, fantastic in the air. Only a young player as well. Only 18 or 19 years old. But But he's eyeballing Fife now, and we know Fife's tricky and can get a good position, but certainly Max Hudson knows how to read the ball as well.
Well, he was there. Here you go. Man's Hand had a pretty good first half. Tried with a little jinky handball. O'Day's been on fire. Again, the smother off the boot. Lays a great tackle. And again, ball over the boundary line. Boundary throw-in.
So the ball trapped in this attacking pocket for Labrador. Just got the extra player behind the ball, so Broadie would be looking to run the ball out from there if they're not wanting it to come back in immediately.
Look for the likes of Hayden and Gregory and Man's Hand. Uglo just brings the ball out of the ruck. Here's a chance. 8 and 5 gets on the right foot. Kick to the goal line. Lord with a juggling attempt at mark. Can't keep it in before the goal line, so he was in the box seat there, Lord. Unfortunately, had to juggle it, so that's a point. And the Cats are going to come out of trouble once again. Looking for O'Neill with a good contested mark. O'Neill kicks the ball out wide. This is Willis Del Rey. Kicked a goal in that, I believe, second quarter for the Cats. So in the space of a few minutes, this game is almost spun on its head. 2 points the margin at half time. Here's a chance for the Tigers. They've got the overlap going. Here's Lord once more. He's had a ton of the footy. He's looking for Fife again. Makes the contest difficult for the Cats. Hudson with the handball out. They've got some numbers around this pack. Lockett. They kick around the corner. Is that ball going to stay in? No, it doesn't. It's going to come straight back into attacking 50. And the Tigers, looks like the kick's going to go to Main.
The arm wrestle's on.
Oh, is it what? Main gets on the right foot. That's a bit of an up and under reverse torpedo. Ball's still drifting towards that boundary line. But they're a little bit 8 and 5 centric at the moment,
yeah.
Going inside 50.
Yeah. But as I said, and again there, Max Hudson, he is really a perfect matchup for him. They're evenly sized, and he has the athletic capability to go with him as well.
It is a very juicy matchup between those two. Castellini's around the mark here. Uglo just gets the ball on boot. Claims it again, instantly gets claimed by Johnson. I like the way Johnson's gone about in the ruck for Broadbeach this afternoon. He looks like a very good tap ruckman. Another prime example of that there. Man's Hand runs into a brick wall, gets absolutely poleaxed. Umpire says give it to me. I thought he was going to give home the ball.
I think one of the most impressive things with Ethan Johnson as well is that he's about 18 years old as well. So very, very young, very raw. And
as that wind picks up again, O'Day, here's an opportunity. Give him some space. Look out. Instantly gets claimed. Looks like Lee's pulled up a bit sore from that contest. He looks okay. Keep an eye on that. They've intercepted again on that far side wing. Kick back in board works out okay to Miller, the vice captain. And Miller now is probably going to go long. Long and high. Where's 8 and 5? No one really at the front. Uglo. It was Castellini with a tackle. O'Day again with the kick around the corner. Hudson again rebounding from deep inside defensive 50. Found a teammate out there at half-back. 5 points the margin in favour of the Tigers. This game is going to go right down to the wire, I get the strange feeling.
Yeah, I do think, and it's becoming pretty pertinent now. I think, and you mentioned Labrador were 5-centric, and they really do need to look for another avenue and not keep going to him every time they go forward.
Whitelaw found some space out wide here. Scoble. Scoble, not quite sure where to go. And again, forced down the line and long. Who's at the base of this pack? Oh, again, Nichols is having a field day out there this afternoon.
Been fantastic today.
And Lord in the middle of the ground. Someone say a prayer. He could find 8 and 5. He's aiming for Castellini out there. Can't find him. But again, another option.
And actually looking down there were 3 Broadbeach players folding back into 5 space. So, Broadbeach done their homework. Labrador now need to find plan B and plan C.
And again, that long kick is being predicted by Broadbeach at the moment. Got to try and find that leading target running up towards the ball carrier. Kick a little bit shorter. I know it's harder to kick for goal from 30 to 40 out, but they've got to find an alternative at the moment because right now Broadbeach are handling this pressure well. Lord again. No, it's Gregory on this occasion. Kicks around the corner, right to the goal square. 5's in the box C. Surrounded by Cats again. Players dive on it. That could be holding the ball. Umpire says, no, give it to me. And we're basically right in that right forward pocket.
Fortunate there. The ball, I think, found its way underneath Hudson. It wasn't Hudson bringing it in underneath. So umpire made the good call.
Play continues now. The Cats trying to clear the ball, but the pressure from Tigers doing well. Looks like John Young barking instructions. He's building that wall at half forward, trying to lock this ball in. The Cats desperate to get some breathing room here. That 30-metre handball really went to no one. The Tigers, little hack kick. This could work. Handball back and board. Here's O'Day again. Got the handball away on that occasion. Castellini around the corner. Yes, it is. Well done, Castellini, and well done to the Tigers. Absolutely brilliant there by the Tigers. And again, they stretch the lead out once more.
Yes, they'd be happy with that one. What are we, 26 minutes gone, so they've still got a few more minutes to try to put some more pressure on the Cats. But Liam O'Day, again, just involved there, little handball. Who was it? Gregory, I think, who got the ball back in defensively after the Cats that 30-metre handball that sort of missed its target. O'Day, little handball in there. I think there was one other contributor, but Castellini on his trusty left foot was able to just snap it around the corner, and it was able to find the goals.
Well, the first time O'Day hasn't had his kick smothered. He's had 3 or 4 in the last probably 5 or 6 minutes, and they've all been smothered deep in attack. Broadbeach looking to hit back now. All of a sudden, it's 11 points the margin in favour of the Tigers. Second elimination final here from Cook Murphy Oval. The ball gets thumped.
Reece Nichols fantastic in the contest there. Chose to punch that one, and he did it perfectly.
Well, again, his ability to intercept mark, but his spoiling ability has been really good in this third quarter. And it's been back and forth, surprise, surprise, between these two Gold Coast-based sides. No love lost. There was plenty of push and shove at half-time. And again, players come together. Charlie Barn at the bottom of the pack. So ball's about to get thrown back up here. Centre wing, broadcast side. Who's there for the Tigers? Oh, great tackle there from the Cats. Can't get that handball out. The boy says, give it to me. Aiden Hare with the tackle there. Ball gets thrown up once more. Players come together. Ruckman really no clear winner. Kick down the line, looking for man's hand. Good spoil there by Whitelaw.
Whitelaw been very solid. Mentioned him in the second quarter. He was moving the ball well out of the defensive half. But a good contest there.
Well, he's got the height advantage on man's hand, but it's when the ball hits the ground they could be in trouble, that matchup. Play gets dragged off it, didn't have it at all. So that ball's going to come back. Tom Foon. Actually, no, it's not Tom Foon. Jordan Hayden. Found Lee in the middle of the ground. Oh, great outstretched diving mark. Got the handball away. This kick inside 50, right to the goal square. 8 and 5 from the box seat again. Can't quite clunk the mark. So, missed opportunity there. 7-11-53 to 6-5-41. 2 goals the margin in favour of the Tigers. We've played a tick right on 29 minutes in this third quarter, so Siren is probably not that far away for three-quarter time. Sits up a really juicy last quarter here in the second elimination final. Play continues now. Can the Cats hit back with a late one? That ball's not going to be kept in, though. That's now on the full. So free kick's going to go to the Tigers at half back. It's going to go to Riddle. Riddle with that kick in board to Sullivan. Sullivan kicked it back before going forward. Now they're looking to go that outer side. Trying to get a mini switch going on. Lord again. He's probably been the most dominant player in this third quarter on the ground. Ball down the wing. Found it, teammate. We've got a bit of hot rod action going on here at Cook Murphy Oval as well. They're holding on to possession here, the Tigers. Looking to come out this broadcast side. They've got a couple of extra numbers. That's one of the worst kicks we've seen today. It might still come off. Here's a chance for O'Day. He could step. He could weave. He could get the 1-2. Here's a chance for Gregory. Gregory trying to get back on the right foot. Kicks around the corner. Is it there? You better believe it. Gregory with the finish. That's goal number 1 for him this afternoon. And it all came from that almost intercept ball right on this broadcast side wing. All of a sudden just fell in the hands of the Tiger, and they were off and away.
Yeah, it was Tom Foom was the kicker, and he had the right idea. They had a few looses and a bit of width there to work with, coming towards the camera side of the ground, the broadcast side of the ground. Ball slightly skewed a little bit, and Mitchell Carroll for Broadbeach had the opportunity to get under it, but it was just outside of his fingertips. So O'Day was able to run onto it, and great finish by Kay Gregory there. He's been in a lot of things today as well. He has a number of disposals.
No, we've got to find out who's going to be best on ground this afternoon. It's becoming a little bit difficult. Mentan, they've kicked a couple of bags. When they kick one, they generally kick 2 or 3. Oh, looking for the punch towards 8 and 5. There's the three-quarter time siren. And the home crowd gives a round of applause. Labrador trailing by 2 points at half-time. All of a sudden find themselves 18 points up at three-quarter time. That third quarter was all the Tigers. The Cats were desperately trying to hang on, but just that momentum swing in the first 5 minutes, it was all the Tigers. They went bang, bang, bang. The likes of Gregory, I mean, Lord in that third quarter was absolutely dominant. We're going to take a quick break here. Three-quarter time, second elimination final, TPIL QAFL action coming to you live from Cook Murphy Oval. Thanks to the official.
Visit play.afl/more to footy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TPIL QAFL Premiership season for 2026, coming to you live from Cook Murphy Oval. Second elimination final. It was all the Tigers at the back end of that third quarter. 8-11-59, 18-point leaders against the Broadbeach Cats. 6-5-41. Dominant display at the back end of that third quarter. My name's Kane Browning. Still joining me in the comm box is Adrian Richardson. Richo, what'd you think of that third quarter?
Yeah, look, second half of the third quarter, Labrador did what they needed to do. They needed to get a few goals on the board, get that little bit of buffer going into this last quarter. They're going to be fighting into the win this quarter, so if they kick one or two, it'll make it really hard for Broadbeach. But you know, Broadbeach with the use of the wind, they've just got to try to be creative. They've got to try to be able to put the ball into the goal scoring positions, not get caught in this left forward pocket where the wind's blowing the ball out of bounds, and they'll give themselves the opportunity. Here's a chance.
I'll guess who it is. It's the big fella. It's Marshall. He's had a pretty good day. And great contested mark there. Castellini decides to go long. He goes long. It's coming back. Oh, just off line.
It looked good off the boot. Looked like it was going to massage its way around. So they did start at the Land Rover, that one.
First blood to the Tigers in the last quarter. It is a point. Every point's going to matter. It's 19 points. The margin in favour of the home side. Broadbeach, you've got to get a move on. We're not even a minute into this last quarter. Kick across the ground. Going to go the 1-2 here. Got to actually hit those targets. That's a shocking handball. And here come the Tigers on the rebound. Good smother there by the Cats, though. Coming around the corner. He's been good this afternoon in Carroll. That ball gets intercepted. Lee, the captain. He's been captain for a little while now. Lee at Labrador. Gone through a bit of transition, a lot of numbers left. They've been missing Goldsmith this afternoon, but they've managed it pretty well. Oh, that's been the craziest matchup all afternoon.
Max Hudson, as mentioned, he's very good in the air, and he's outbodied Fife on that occasion.
Coming to this broadcast side, can they keep the ball in? Yes, they can. So it won't be a lasso. But yeah, it's just the perfect matchup one-on-one, isn't it? Both athletically, in the air, on the ground. Yeah. They match up so well against each other.
He's a very good size. Rising Star nominated this year, so still very young as well.
So 8-5 considering. He kicked 7 goals against the reigning Premier not that long ago. It's been a bit of a seesaw battle between those two. But the difference is Labrador's been able to find a couple of avenues towards goal.
It's a harsh penalty for missing a handball on the wing nowadays, or a kick for that matter. Turning the ball over.
Willis Del Rey, he was filthy with himself. O'Day to Lee, back to O'Day. O'Day found a teammate. Might get the 1-2 Manhattan. He's been pretty good this afternoon, the small man. Kick to half forward. Who's there? Looks like Castellini dropped the mark he probably should have taken. Marshall trying to shut that play down. O'Day looking for the smother. Broadbeach, they've got to get the ball moving with a bit of speed here. They held up pretty well there. Could have given away a 50. Play on, said the umpire. Kick to forward 50. Good work there. Oh, great backpacking tackle there. That ball's not going anywhere. He just about rode him like a horse there. Almost flipped him over his shoulder.
It was Tom Foon that was on a Riley Coombs.
Oh, here's a chance. Kick around the corner. That's what they needed.
Looks like Mitchell Carroll.
Mitchell Carroll. Well done. Yes, it was. Well, they fell asleep for a split second, the Labrador defence, and Carroll was left all on his own at the stoppage. Straight down his throat from the ruck contest. Got on the right foot, kick around the corner, straight over the goal umpire's hat.
Goals have been hard to come by all day today, so yeah, it's letting an easier one through like that may be costly, but obviously still plenty of time to go, plenty of football left in this one still.
13 points to margin in favour of the Tigers. So, but they did get a response to Cats. That's the thing. That's the big thing in this last quarter. You can't just let Labrador play their game and run away with this contest. Broadbeach are not going to die wondering. Loser goes home. Winner progresses to next week. Who's going to come out on top? Nelson. Getting tracked by Lee. Got the handball away. Probably get the 1-2. Yes, he does. Lee with the half push. Couldn't claim the tackle. Nelson with the kick. Trying to find a teammate. Nichols playing in front. Well done to him. Ball still on the ground here in the Cats forward 50. Kick around the corner. No way. Oh, actually, in the end, just snuck through for a minor score. So, all of a sudden, you feel that little momentum swing. Broadbeach are getting their hands on the footy all of a sudden.
Yeah, they got their tails up at the moment.
Ball gets pounded back out from full back. Castellini trying to claim a free kick. Marshall claiming the mark. Castellini gets the kick away on the left foot. Oh, how does the ball bounce? Not great if you're a Tiger supporter. Howard with the rebound. Here's a chance for Carroll again. This ball, good luck trying to mark that, and in the end, way too easy by Jaden Young.
He had Cooper Hines on in the middle there. Just a short 15-metre sideways kick. Who was on. Disappointed he didn't receive it. And as you said, Young just using all his experience.
John Young looking for Marshall. Can't claim the mark.
Diengi's earlier, he got the experienced bounce when the ball got away from the young fella Riley Stevens on the wing there. So using all of the experience that he has on the rookie.
Well, it's just a straight 2 kicks at the moment, Richo. Game on here. Plenty of time left. Marshall trying to get to the front. Gets a free kick and 50. That is a devastating situation to find yourself in. The young man in Johnson, I could get to see what he was trying to do, but in the end he actually bounced it like a basketball. Oh, quick play here, Lord, all on his own. Hits the contest hard, gets the handball away. Here's an opportunity on the left. Game over. No, it's not. How did they stop that on the last line? Still ends up with a Tiger. Ball rolling towards the line. Is that a goal? No way. What was that?
I don't think we can even call that a kick. The ball has, I think, somehow touched. Hold on, or there might. Hold on, the umpires are conferring here. Let's not go too early with the music. Look, there was some sort of a kick or some sort of it hit a leg in the tackle. The Riley Stevens was who was being tackled. So if it's a goal, it's come off him. But they're asking everybody down there to see what actually happened. It's been paid a goal. It's been paid a goal. Max Hudson originally had blocked the ball from Castellini. Progressing to his good game, adding to his good game today. But yeah, we're just going to have a look in the replay here and see what happened in the tackle. The ball, I think, just rolled out and rolled down a leg or something, and been fortunate enough to roll over the ground, roll into over the goal line.
Well, Marshall played on quickly, tried to find Lord. Found Castellini and kicked around the corner right to the line. Ball bounced up. Still the play, and you're definitely right with the play. How has that come off the boot? Look at that ball rolling right to the line.
Stevens claimed it immediately, so he thought he'd gotten a toenail on it.
Well, he's got 3 goals this afternoon, and again, they've pushed that lead out to 18 points in favour of the home side. Kick just bypasses the Broadbeach centre forward on that occasion. The backline has held up so well this afternoon once more for Labrador. Tom Foon took that intercepting mark. So now time's starting to get away a little bit here from the Cats. They've still got some time. 3 goals the margin, 3 straight kicks.
Yeah, already Labrador's just gone into a bit of ball security play, just nudging it around, but that's an attacking kick.
Geez, that's a ridiculously good kick there. Now they're away, the Tigers. Kicks to Sinar forward. Couldn't hit a target there. Who's there? Castellini trying to put the pressure on. Man's hand's going to be at this contest in a second. Got sucked into the contest, handball over the top. That's actually going to be a free kick to the Cats.
Great pick up there by Wiedemann. And as he gave the handball off, he just been
pushed over the line.
Pushed him onto the line.
He's been a good contributor for the Cats this afternoon. Here's another good contributor, Nelson. That first half was pretty good by him. They can't just be kicking long down the line here on this broadcast side, though. Steps back in board, sold a bit of candy. Nelson on the right foot to half forward. And again, great body work by Foon. Takes the mark. Nichols, he's been one of the best for the Tigers this afternoon. Lord. Nichols has run off. Oh, great intercept there. Getting in between was Howard. Now he's a chance for the Cats. Shot on goal. Just missing.
Yeah, they like that one again. It was he'd done all the hard work and he was just cruising into across the 40-metre line, and he just hasn't hit it well enough.
Well, again, this breeze, it hasn't gone away all day, ladies and gentlemen. So difficult in front of goals. But again, that probably 3-goal stretch into that third quarter, the back end, has set up the possibility of winning this knockout final here today for the Tigers. Players come together. Umpire says, "Can't give it to me, guys." I'm going to throw that one up. On the right-hand side, if you're a Tiger supporter. We're going to be talking about that goal on the goal line for a while yet, though, Richo. I tell you what, that ball didn't travel any more than probably a metre, but how much does a metre count when you're talking about elimination finals? Jane Young pushed his opponent under the ball on that occasion. The Cats, they've got a bit of Pagan's paddock going on here. Couldn't get it over the back, though. Great intercept there by Main. Man's hand clean for the ball on this broadcast side. Foon bypasses him. Back to Main. Yeah, look at that back six for the Tigers this afternoon. They've held up extremely well. And give them some praise, and they give you a shocking example of a kick. And Main's I think they just managed to get a touch on that, so it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Give them a plug, and they disappoint you. But anyway, commentators curse on that occasion.
We've focused on it all day. The ball from hand to foot is more important than what actually happens in the air.
Well, haven't had too many bounces this afternoon. That ball would bounce if you tried to... Anyway, we'll get back to that. That was a bit of a tongue twister for me on that occasion. Broadbeach desperately need the next one. Good contest there. Absolutely belted out of 50. Kick around the corner, and again, they've probably had 2 or 3 shots in the last minute and a half, and they've all been misses.
Yeah, that was Howard again, and he was very controlled there. Looks like there's a Broady player down over in that far forward pocket. He must have caught something there. Let's have a look at the replay.
Well, a little bit away again, bit of delay on the footage. Yeah, looks like he's picking himself up okay. He's back on his feet at least, so that's good signs. The game has been held up though. So we just managed to take a breath here.
I think it's Mackenzie out there. I think number 20, if that's him.
You're probably right. Now that ball's going to get kicked back in from full back. 9-12-66, 16 points the margin. They've broken that 18-point margin. So if they can get 3 goals and not allow the Tigers to score, there'll be danger signs here for the home side. 8-5 just taps the ball to the front. Broadbeach looking to go back on the attack. Kick around the corner, 2 full forward. Ball comes to the front. Where are the Cats players? Great attempt at a tackle. Couldn't lay it though. The Cats still desperately trying to get the ball on boot. Can't on that occasion. Ball gets held up about 25 out from the Cats' goal. Still going to work out who's best on ground, Richo. I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, I think we had a few sort of written down, but also Tom Foon's jumped into calculations as well, particularly the way he's started off this last quarter. But yeah, certainly there's a few names, and I mean, let's face it, it's been a very contested, hard hard-working type, not hard work given the conditions.
Well,
but,
play comes to the front. Kick off the side of the boot. Broadbeach intercepting half forward. Here's a chance for Whitelaw. He's been pretty good for the Cats this afternoon. Players get up, can't claim the mark. Punch towards the boundary line. That could be deliberate. Umpire says no, throw it in.
Yeah, Tom Foon there. He
got lucky with that one.
He punched
Foon.
it out, but he had to plead his case to the umpire there because it could have been easily adjudicated as a insufficient attempt. Jaden Young was standing within the vicinity, but he cleared him by about 3 metres.
Ball gets thrown back in now. Ball comes to the front.
Nelson.
A great roving by Nelson. Kicks around the corner. Game on. Game right back on here at Cook Murphy Oval. Nelson. What a goal from the captain. First of the afternoon for him. So again, game back on. The margin closes 10 points. Game of the day here, arguably Cook Murphy Oval, the second elimination final. We've had some blowouts in the other finals this afternoon, Richo.
I mentioned at the start of the day, we were talking about the tall forwards, but I also did mention that Liam Nelson had got himself onto the scoreboard in recent weeks. I think he kicked 5 in one game only a week or two ago. And certainly that one right then was what the Cats needed. Get themselves into the game.
There's been a 6-6-6 breach here, so Tigers don't want to be making any more mistakes. Lord in the middle of the ground gets poleaxed. Slammed in. It's not a soft surface there in the middle of the ground. Picks themselves up. Back in the ruck. Lord with the tackle. Great work by him. Tigers with the quick handball. Kick inside 50. That ball's going. It's going. Oh, guess who?
He got the separation there, Fife. He got a metre, and that's all the difference it needed, and he was able to judge where the ball was heading and had the outstretched arms and took it cleanly.
8 and 5 quickly plays on the left, and he's missed. So margin back to 11 points. Less than 2 straight kicks in it.
Snap hook, that one.
I can't. I know. I get it. It's changed over time, but I cannot stand when players kick around the corner so close to goal like that. Play continues. Oh well. Missed opportunity. The Tigers need to be solid here. They're climbing. Here's a chance. Kick towards goal once more. 8 and 5 from the box seat. Takes the mark. Plays on immediately. Kicks around the corner. He got that one.
He was just a little bit too nimble for Taj Lockett on that occasion. Must have been just a handover of player amongst play there, but yeah, and Fife left. Didn't leave it to chance there. He thought he'd just play on, give himself plenty of time and room, and able just to move around and make a certainty of it.
Well, we've got another one bites the dust, glaring out after that goal.
Only 17:40 gone. Still a good 10 minutes to go, so plenty of time for the Cats.
10-13-73 to 8-8-56. Jeez, they've kicked 2 goals, 3 in this last quarter, the Cats. And the Tigers have been all over it. Now they've got a bit of the momentum swing here. Uglo couldn't get to the contest. Ends up in the hands of Lee. This could be a captain's goal. Rolling towards the goal line. Oh, kept it in for some reason. Now, the umpire said no. It's actually slammed into the woodwork, so that's a minor score. Geez, that could have been a captain's goal. That would have brought the house down if Lee had kicked that. Kick to the outer side. Ericsson's been very quiet this afternoon. It's going to be a free kick to the Cats. To say they need the next one would be an understatement. They've still got some time here. Kick straight down the guts. Sinar forward, Nichols. Could have claimed the mark. I think the umpire said actually it was touched off the boot, so play on. They've got to be clean here. Tiger gets driven into the ground. It's a free kick. Pushing the back.
Yeah, Jordan Hayden just held the ball, and the Broadbeach opponent, Blake Erickson, just had the momentum moving forward and drove him straight into the middle of the numbers in his back and onto the ground. Labrador's moved it out wide, keeping control, just slowing the game down that little bit. Reece Nichols pops one over the top. Who's that out there?
Good luck trying to work that out on that far side of the ground. I've got 4 eyes and I couldn't see
Matt
it.
Lee's got it now. Let's get on with it.
Matt Lee. It's easy to identify Matt Lee.
Oh, but it's back out to, who is it? Is it Maine?
It might be Maine out there, I'd say.
No, Maine. I can see Maine
right in the middle of the ground.
Ball. Yeah.
So play continues now. Kick to guest centre forward for the Tigers. No one really at home. They're going to be clean here. O'Day has had a brilliant second half. Kick to the space, and guess who it is? Castellini.
Matt Lee saw the space there, put it out in front. Castellini running into, didn't know what he was running into. But I'll say it again, he's in Bermuda Triangle there. It's a tough kick.
Well, Castellini, this could be arguably the last nail in the coffin if he kicks it. He's got to start this ball sort of where that boundary umpire is standing, I'd say, just inside the left-hand point post. He plays on, brings it around. Look at that. Look at that, it's home. No, he's missed it. The build-up, I was already celebrating. I thought that was a goal for sure. It was coming back beautifully.
It was certainly coming back, but just not quite enough.
Well, the Cats still in with an opportunity here. But the Tigers rebounding well. Man's hand on this broadcast side, just holding the ball up. Kick down the line. That works out okay. That was Simpson. Simpson to the pocket. Found a teammate.
It's the blue boots, so I'm guessing it's Castellini down there. Yes, it is.
Okay, Castellini. Well, he almost had the perfect shot from where he was 30 seconds ago. It's going to be a much more difficult kick from here. Kicks to the pocket. O'Day dropped an easy chest mark in the end. That could be a missed opportunity. Hayden in the marking contest. Great work by O'Neill. He's been one of their better players this afternoon, but the Tigers rebound again. Kick to the hot spot. Try marking that. Good luck. 8-5 for the pressure. They're pleading for a goal here. Impact laid there by 8-5. And they've said hold the ball, would you believe? It was actually Uglo that made the contact.
Yeah, no, look, it's a correct decision.
Castellini again has a shot.
Castellini came in hard and was likely high, but the Broadbeach Cats player ducked his head, lowered his head, and there's your prior opportunity. So it was the correct decision. The crowd around the ground were either cheering for or against it.
Here we go. Can the build-up match the finish? Goes to the left, comes out wide. It's there. That one's definitely there. Goal, goal, goal. Castellini with his second. And that could be all she wrote, Richo, for this second elimination final.
It's advantage Labrador Tigers now, certainly. Everything would have to go right for Broadbeach if they were to fight their way back into this and take the win. Labrador certainly tightened up, controlled the ball where they've had to, and given themselves a few opportunities in these last few minutes. Castellini, that was a fantastic kick. Fantastic kick.
You're definitely right, Richo, in your call. Well done to you. Definitely a duck of the head. And Castellini with the absolute belter of a tackle. Perfect finish. And again, there's still enough time on the board, but it's going to be very, very difficult indeed. Still got to work out a best on ground for this afternoon's game. I've got an idea of who I might give it to. This play continues now. Broadbeach desperately trying to clear through Carroll. He's definitely been one of Broadbeach's best this afternoon. Everyone takes a breath. That wind's still blowing across the ground here. I'm going to have windburn by the end of this afternoon, ladies and gents. The umpire's found a free kick. It's going to go for the Tigers to Coombs. Coombs out wide to Lord. Lord taking his 30 seconds. Umpire not in a hurry to tell him to play on. Gets on the right foot. Really kicks to no one in particular. Ball comes to the front though. Two Broadbeach Cats ended up spoiling each other. Ball still rolling around. Hat kick off the ground towards Lord again. Lord with a tackle. Brilliant effort by him. Players dive on it. That could have been deemed a throw. Play on, said the umpire. Umpire's now found a throw. Well, end of 50. So Carroll's going to have an opportunity here. Lee's on the mark about 52 out. That's a better kick inside 50. Bit lackluster defending.
3 goals, 7, so...
And O'Neill is going to have a set shot from, probably 40 out directly in front. 11-15, 81 to 8-56. Ticking on 25... Tick over 25 minutes, final quarter. Absolutely got to kick this goal to have any chance, and unfortunately for him, he's way right. Minor score. They moved to 8-9, 57 to 11-15, 81. 26 scoring shots to 16. 10 more scoring shots, Richo. It's been the tail of the tape. They haven't had a lot of firepower up forward, the Cats, unfortunately. As that ball bypasses everyone.
No, it sort of reinforces that they, have had the slight edge of control of the game. They've obviously given themselves more opportunities across the day. There's probably, it's just weight of numbers really. It's sort of developed that gap that we've seen over the last few minutes on the scoreboard.
Ball gets thrown back in. It's been a good ruck duel between those two this afternoon. Marshall with the tackle. Play on, said the umpire. O'Day putting the pressure on as well for the Tigers. That little tap forward might work okay for the Cats. They've got to be clean at every opportunity from now on in. That kick to the hot spot. To the advantage of the Cats. They've got plenty of numbers around this ball, but the Tigers pounce. Lord tracking that ball for the Tigers. Ball comes back in board. Got to take a bounce. Ran way too far. Kick around the corner. No way it's there. Who was that for the Cats? Keep an eye on that. It might be O'Neill. He's got the pink boots on. Yes, it is. It is O'Neill. So Alan O'Neill with his first of the day.
Yeah, there's still a heartbeat. Still a heartbeat there. A great finish. He really took them on and, put on the afterburners to get clear there. A running check side is always difficult.
18 points the margin.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to mess around now, though. They've given themselves a chance. As I said, still got the heartbeat, so...
Three centre clearances, Richo. Sorry to interrupt, for 3 goals. That might be their only chance here.
We know the 666 does open it up for teams nowadays.
Marshall with the handball out from the ruck contest. They can't really afford to have the Tigers possess the ball at all. O'Day with the kick around the corner, looking for a teammate. Arm is pinned. Hold the ball, says the umpire. So the home crowd suddenly has come into this contest. A little bit of...
He had time. He had time there. He used it up. He was trying to get the hand released. Just a bit too much time.
Scoble with the attacking kick. Lord trying to cut it off. Well done to Lord. All of a sudden, though, he went to ground, turned the ball over. Here come the Cats. Who's there? No one in the end. Great juggling mark there by
Riddle.
So they're back. Half a dozen have been so solid this afternoon. 11-15, 81. 18 points the margin to 9-9-63. So, looks like a free kick's being paid in the back pocket. decides to go long. Going to try and hold on to this ball if you're a Tiger for as long as you possibly can. Waste some time if you can. The Cats, on the other hand, are going to play on for dear life. Kicks to the likes of, looks like Nichols was defending for the Tigers there on the last line. Couldn't find a target, the Cats, on that occasion. So as time ticks away, we're ticking just over 29 minutes. We really haven't played any more than 30 minutes each quarter.
1.5.
As it looks like we're ticking down. About a minute to play by the sound of it. That kick around the corner's gone down the full.
Bit skinny there. So, yeah, looking at best players, we've sort of got a group there that we've been impressed with over the day. Looks like Liam O'Day's certainly been in and around the ball for most of it. As Howard grabs it again and just slews off the side. Castellini takes it. No, play on.
Oh, here we go. He's got an absolute mountain of paddock to work in here. Takes a bounce, takes a second, kick back and board. That was Riley Coombs. This has got to be a goal to Gregory. What a shocking bounce of the ball. Can't believe it. Rain into an open goal. O'Sullivan, well done. Game over. Harry Sullivan, well done.
Yeah, so I mentioned, Liam O'Day in and around the ball. As you've mentioned a few times, I've been impressed with the resoluteness of the back line. Reece Nichols is fantastic. Tom Foon, both of them rebounded beautifully. Others have grown around that, but we're probably leaning towards the game of Greg Lord today. Greg Lord, he's been in and amongst it. He's created opportunities, kicked a goal. I think he kicked a goal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You look back to when the game needed to be won. Greg Lord was in every facet of the game. His defensive efforts, his offensive efforts, clean handling, ball skills have been absolutely brilliant. And that's definitely, I agree with you on that, Richo. He's my best on ground this afternoon. As O'Day could really finish it off here. Gets on the right foot, kicks to the leading player on that occasion. Who was down there? Castellini again. He's had a pretty good last quarter. Gets on the left foot, snap around the corner. Just misses. Just misses on that occasion. As time is ticking down, we're almost at 32 minutes. The longest quarter, definitely. Now, looks like the umpire found a 50 there. Free kick. It's a pretty long 50. Into the middle of the ground, Ericsson's had a very disappointing day for the Cats this afternoon. The captain, he'll be very disappointed with the loss this afternoon. Players come together, that's a good mark. This boy right here, Charlie Martin, has been pretty good this afternoon. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too little too late if you're a Cat supporter. As the siren goes, winds back, he ends up kicking a consolation goal. After the siren, Charlie Martin, he's ended up with 3. As a Labrador theme song blares in the background. It's been one of those days this afternoon, ladies and gents. But the Tigers, way too good for the Cats. 12-16, 88 to 10-9, 69. And it's ended up being a 19-point win in favour of the Tigers. And as me and Richo discussed just before, my best on ground, Greg Lord by a country mile. He was brilliant. Just quickly go through some goal kickers. Mantan ended up with 1. Greg Lord had 1. Gregory had 1. Aidan Fox ended up with 3. Stevens ended up with 3. Liam O'Dale 1. Castellini ended up with a couple. And on the other side of the coin, multiple goal scorer was Charlie Munn. Well done to him. O'Neill had singles to O'Neill, Carroll, Nelson, Mooney, McKenzie, Wiedemann, and Willis Del Rey. That's all the Tigers in this elimination final. Broadbeach, say goodbye to season 2026. Well done on your efforts this season. Season over for the Cats. The Labrador Tigers progress to next week. It's been a brilliant afternoon for QAFL football. Thank you for joining us. My name's Kane Brown. Thank you to Adrian Richardson. His contribution this afternoon was brilliant. And Harry on the camera, as always, has been absolutely stunning. We'll join you for next week, week 2 for the TPIL QAFL Final Series for 2026. Tune in then live on the AFL Queensland official YouTube channel. Have a great afternoon and have a great rest of your weekend. Catch you later.